This NASCAR season has been the bottom of the barrel so far. Almost as bad as 2008, and so far even worse than 2009. And I despise 2009 with every single solitary inch of my gut. Maybe every single centimeter of my gut as well. This NASCAR season has had the number one problem with this NASCAR season, especially at the 1.5 mile tracks, is 2 words: clean air. Especially Las Vegas and fucking Texas, of course. To Atlanta, it wasn't so bad, but Las Vegas and then Texas, we got a shit show of nothingness. Well, even though Atlanta is actually 1.56 miles, if I'm not mistaken, I kind of fucked up with my facts right there. So, but whatever. But if you couldn't think that this NASCAR season alone couldn't get any worse, or the NASCAR product couldn't get any worse, I mean, I'll give them this. They fixed the splitter to the point of where it can't rip when you get in the grass, and they at least eliminated the overtime line a long time ago last year. But this decision is not gonna fix a damn thing with these shitty fucking 1.5 mile races. What makes them think this particular decision is gonna erase and fix all of the abysmal fucking 1.5 mile races? It's not. It's gonna do the polar opposite. The last several All-Star races were absolute shit, especially this decade. Even with the wing cars, as much as I fucking hated the wing cars, at least they produced decent racing. Maybe great, in fact, racing. In 2008 and 9 at the All-Star race. Even though my man Jeff Gordon wrecked in the 2009 All-Star race, but it was still fun to watch. 2011 was an abomination, even though Carl Edwards won. 2010 was great. 2012 was, well, decent. 2013, the first half was fine and enjoyable. The second half was 2014 was alright. 2015 was abysmal. 2016 was a little better, but that's not saying much. It's like comparing constipation to diarrhea. 2017 was dreadful as well. Only 3 lead changes? Get that shit out of here. Oh. God damn. If you think clean air being the number one factor every damn race so far wasn't awful enough, especially Las Vegas, Fontana, where Martin Truex Jr. won by 10 seconds, might I add. That Fontana race was a massive disappointment, even though Martin Truex Jr. is one of my favorite drivers. Not my favorite, but a favorite. And Texas, I'm glad I didn't watch it, but just when you think the All-Star races couldn't get any worse, well, guess what? They're running restrictor plates! Oh, God damn you all to hell! Are you kidding me? What? Why? This shit is not gonna fucking work. At all! And I know a lot of people are gonna come into the comment section and say, why can't you give that a chance? Here's the thing. Rewatch the New Hampshire race from 18 years ago. And I know a lot of people are gonna say, oh look, Alex is copying Kamikaze Games and Thrash Maniac 99 again. Sharing common sense with someone else does not fucking mean I am copying. Those are 2 separate fucking things. So get that shit out of here. 2 separate things. And credit to both of those guys, by the way. They always know what they're talking about, and I fucking love both of them. Thrash Maniac 99, if you're watching this, thank you for watching, and keep up the amazing race reviews that you do. Same with you, Kamikaze Games. Thrash Maniac 99, You've always been a great friend, and you've always had the pure power of common sense. Same with you, Kamikaze Games, and keep up the amazing work both of you do, as always. And 2 people died, Adam Petty and Kenny Irwin Jr., which was really dreadful that year in the year 2000. Which, and it really sucks they just died like that too soon. But instead of mandating the Hans device that could have saved both their lives and future lives, Dale Earnhardt in specific, that's when they took the Hans device seriously, is when Earnhardt died. That's when they became mandatory. But no! Let's slow the cars down instead! Where your neck could still be vulnerable to a fucking accident! And Jeff Burton went on to lead all 300 laps and was not passed one single solitary fucking time. Like, why do you have to revert back to fucking restrictor plates as a last resort? These 1.5 mile tracks are already bad enough. They will not work on 1.5 mile tracks. Flat tracks and 1.5 mile tracks, they absolutely won't work. Well, I'll give the Xfinity Series credit for this. It was the restarts on the Indianapolis race at Xfinity Series. It was the best one they've ever had, but it's still not saying much. It still really was not that great. Only the restarts were climactic. Everything else, it was very stale and subpar. The only races I consider that would be better with restrictor plates are California and Michigan. Because the cars go about 110 miles per hour, those races, and they're very, very, very fast. To the point where Mark Martin even had a very scary crash in 2012. So, maybe restrictor plates there would work. I don't know. Because they are pretty wide and very fast. 210 miles per hour, that's pretty hardcore. That's almost the same amount of miles that Bill Elliott had at Talladega. So, there you go. So, restrictor plates there, I can understand. But 1.5 mile tracks and flat tracks? Get that shit out of here. It won't fucking work. It'll just be fucking full of absolute nothingness, following the leader, following the leader at every fucking lap. Sorry, I had to reference Peter Pan right there for a second. I'm very sorry for butchering that song, but it wasn't very hard for them to do the schedule the Charlotte Roval in the playoffs. So why can't they do it with the All-Star race? It's that simple. And I think Kamikaze Games said this in his Xfinity video about restrictor plates at Indianapolis. And I agree with him. Road courses should be the last resort. If you can't make the racing at Indianapolis competitive enough, go to IRP. Wait, not IRP. Lucas Oil. Yeah, Lucas Oil. Indianapolis Raceway Park, or whatever it was called. Hello, kitty. Why is this so fucking hard? I literally cannot. Restrictor plates, especially at an all-star race, launches shit into a fucking jet engine. For fuck's sake. That's how awful it is. This is worse than the wing cars. Worse than fucking 2017 New Hampshire, which I was at that race, by the way. That was awful. Very awful. Worst race I have ever attended in my life. Even worse than 2015 Talladega. Okay, maybe I won't go that far, but come on. Why do you have to revert to restrictor plates as a last resource? Resort, my bad. I've been tripping on my own words. I am so angry I can't even articulate what to say. Usually I'm good with words. Well, not good, but decent. Why, in fuck's name, are they doing this? I literally cannot fathom this bullshit decision right now. NASCAR each and every day continues to get fucking worse. And I never thought I would see the day where a NASCAR season starts to get on the same abysmal level as 2009 and even 2008. Those are the worst NASCAR seasons ever. And I'm surprised that 2018 is on the brink of being on par with the same awfulness as 2008 and 9. History repeats itself yet again. We're a perfectly decent, well, not perfectly, but decent decade, such as the 2000s and 2010s, end with the last two being complete shit. Well, that is as if 2019 ends up being shit, which I hope it doesn't. But why not just run the 2016 package? That was fun. 2016 Atlanta, to be specific, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a Jimmy fan. There were a handful of lead changes, 28 lead changes. The more lead changes, the better it is. What the hell happened to that 2016 package? This season is on the brink of being even worse than the wing cars. And it really hurts and breaks my heart to even say that because I loved the Gen 6 cars. 2013 was great. 2014 was also great. 2015 was meh, but the chase was horseshit. 2016 was fucking awesome. 2017 was decent, minus a few bad races, especially 2017 New Hampshire, which I went to, and I regret going there, because that was the worst race I've ever been to, if not the worst race in recent NASCAR races. In recent NASCAR fucking... I don't even know! God damn, my rage is fucking... Ugh, God damn all of this bullshit to hell. Brian France is the biggest dumb fuck in the history of NASCAR. I cannot fucking digest this fucking stupidity that he inflicts on the sport. You wonder why NASCAR ratings have been dropping and why a lot of fans, such as my friends in particular, Undertaker Freak 1127 is a perfect example. You wonder why so many fans have been leaving. You fucking wonder, huh? NASCAR does this horse shit to try and gain more fans, but they're doing the polar opposite. In fact, ratings have been dropping each and every fucking year because of this horse shit. As long as if they keep doing this horse shit, the stands are going to be emptier and emptier, which is a no wonder why I am not even going to New Hampshire this year. Because clean air being gone. The entire damn race. After the crash that happened at New Hampshire, Kyle Busch was not passed one single solitary time. Why do we have to revert to fucking restrictor plates if races happen to be as bad as they could have gone? Why? You could have... And as Kamikaze Games said in his Xfinity rant, just do the damn road course. Just do the Roval. It wasn't hard for you to schedule it for the playoffs, but why exactly is it so hard to do it for the All-Star race? You don't need to ruin it with this bullshit decision. It's ridiculous. And ludicrous. Well, same thing, but whatever. I cannot fathom how ridiculous this is. I cannot fathom how worse and worse each and every race is getting this season. It is about to even become worse than the last two seasons of the 2000s decade. And it's breaking my heart that even a Gen 6 season is about to be even worse than 2008 and 9. It's ridiculous. Oh my lord. It's already bad enough cup leeches ruin the lower series. It's already bad enough clean air is the #1 factor every race. It's already bad enough these 1.5 mile tracks are complete abysmal with a few exceptions. It's already bad enough you have this particular horseshit chase format. I already have a video on that, but restrictor plates at the fucking All-Star race! Come on! What dullard is thinking of this horseshit? Enough is enough! The fuck? Why? God fucking damn this shit to hell. I cannot fathom this stupidity. I really can't. It breaks my heart NASCAR has gone down the shitter this fucking far. I've had enough of this horseshit, and to avoid rambling even further, I'm just going to probably stop the video here. So I hope you enjoyed roughly over 15 minutes of me being angry as hell as NASCAR, being dumb as goddamn fucking shit as always. They are doing nothing to save this sport from the rating drops. Or the drop of ratings to articulate it better. See ya. And fuck restrictor plates at the All-Star race. That race is going to be complete abysmal. Fuck that decision. And anybody that condones it, fuck you too. No one can convince me how it's gonna be objectively great.